What's up everybody? I'm Brian from I Want Tesla and I've got a little update video and Q&A video that we're going to do today. But I asked some questions on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I think the only one I didn't do was Facebook because I took my car to service today, so I kind of lost track of some time. Bob had to go in for service. There was a little door issue. The door handle, the spring I think wasn't, it was taking the door handle a little bit longer to close, and that would make the door bounce a little bit. Minor issue, is probably just some dirt in there. They greased it, they fixed it, it works fine now. So they say, haven't used it. The second issue was the front suspension was kind of squeaking a little bit going over speed bumps. So I thought it was maybe the bushing on top of the spring or the top control arms. It was the control arm. So they've ordered the part and I'll have to take it back sometime. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I want to thank everyone, all my subscribers. We just hit 20,000 subscribers a couple days ago, and it was awesome to see. This channel's growing. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it grow even faster and bigger and do a lot more things. This year is going to be a blast. Stay tuned for the ride. Number 3, the trunk struts. A little update on those. They're still working just fine. If you're looking to order those though, be patient. Don't be ordering anything weird on Amazon or different that you think might work because the specs look similar. I ordered a bunch of these things and I only found a couple or only one that worked really. You can damage something if you if you get the wrong strut. Like I got one of the wrong struts and I went to close my trunk and the shock bottomed out and I actually dented the top of my hood. A spoiler is gonna fix that, but there is a little dent there. So be careful, don't do anything weird. Just be patient and wait for them to restock on Amazon. They will restock because obviously there's a demand for them right now. I'm actually working with a company to go directly to the supplier of the struts, of the springs, and put a package deal together. It's not the company you're thinking of. But yeah, I'm working with a company to kind of get everything together and do one package that works, that we know works and we tested. And you're not buying some weird stuff on Amazon that you might have to take back. So stay tuned for that. The fourth thing I want to talk about is who wants to take their car to the track? I do. Do you want to take your car to the track? Well, I'm going to the track March 9th. And if you're in North Carolina or Virginia area, it's going to be a good trip for you. There's a guy named Kyle who contacted me and said he's setting up a track day out in just north of Raleigh. It's going to be a blast. It's just for Teslas, so awesome. And it's a 2-mile track. Let me get the specifics on it. March 9th, only 40 cars can go. I think there's already 18 cars going. Maybe 19, 20, because I got 2 friends that are going. It's a 2-mile track. Only 5 of you are out on the track at once, and you ride for 15 minutes. There's really no passing except for the straightaway, which is the half-mile straightaway. So if you're behind a rear-wheel drive Model 3 and you have a performance Model 3, go ahead and pass me. The Model 3 is really set up for a track like this. The battery can handle that driving all day long. A Model S will overheat a little bit and it'll start dropping power after like 4 laps. And he said that's about 9 minutes in if you have a P100E. But if you have a performance Model 3, what better way to test your car that you just got? See what the limits are, see what your limits are on the car, and it's a safe environment. I mean, look at this track. Take a look at this track. Does that not look fun or what? We're going this way. I'm going to be taking video. They're taking video. They have great equipment there. There's going to be instructors there to help you. So there's 2 sessions. One starts at 7 in the morning, and then there's a driver's meeting. So beginners go into a meeting class so you understand the car, understand what to do, how to drive the thing. Then they're going to take you out in a Model X and show you the path and show you what to do, which lines to go in. So you're really learning from a race car driver. These guys are race car drivers, and it is super safe. It is not a race. This is a track day to learn about your car and what the capabilities are. Bob's gonna have fun out there. We don't expect to beat the cars up very much. Are you gonna wear through your brakes and tires? If you're an experienced driver, you probably will go through your brake pads if you have the stock brake pads. I would recommend getting some other brake pads, and I have a video coming soon on that. If you have the Performance Model 3 and you're just driving hard, but not extremely hard, you won't notice any wear on your tires. You maybe on the sides because you're gonna be pushing more weight on the sides. It's gonna be a blast. It is not free, by the way. It's $275, but that includes the driving instructing, which they can be in the car with you in the beginning if you want to. They can tell you where to brake, tell you the lines to go through, so you really learn a lot. You don't need a helmet. They're checking with their insurance, but if their insurance company mandates a helmet, they will supply the helmets for free. You're gonna be driving for about 4 hours, well, 15 minutes at a time, but for 4 hours. So you get a lot of track time. So you get off the track and then you start talking with people and say, maybe start taking this turn right here, brake a little later. Then you go out there for the next 15 minutes and then you have that experience of the track, and then it's that much more fun. So I'm super excited for this. There is a supercharger about 30 miles south of the track. I think there's another one a little farther away, but they have NEMA 1450 outlets at the track. Plenty for us to charge up the cars. So that's really cool. In between when you're racing, you plug it in because you're gonna use a lot of power. So bring your mobile charger. There's plenty of runoffs. You're not going to slide off and hit anything. You're not going to be going super fast anyway. You're not going to be rubbing. This isn't racing, so that no rubbing is allowed. There's a link to this at the bottom if you want to look at everything. And then lunch is provided. It's a catered lunch. So the morning session and the afternoon session are going to eat lunch together, which is really cool. So we're all going to meet each other. The first class is going to leave for the day. The second class is going to stay for the day, and then that's when they're going to ride. So it's going to be a blast. I want to stay for the second one a little bit to film that as well. So I'll get to meet all you guys again. Yeah, it's $275, but that includes everything. The charging, the lunch, instructions, and everything. It's going to be a blast. There is a hotel close, so if you're going to the morning one, I think there's a Hilton. It's pretty good. If you're going to go and you want to stay Friday night at the Hilton, email me because Kyle said that he can probably work a deal and we can get a deal at the Hilton. And I think they have level 2 charging there. I think there might be 2 spots for that. We can all get dinner or something together. The last thing before the question and answer is the referral program. The referral program is ending. Everyone knows that. The referral program is ending. And please stop using people's codes that have 2 Roadsters already. I have 2 Roadsters. I've won 2 Roadsters. I have enough buffer to get both Roadsters if some people back out, because I've had like 19 people cancel. Use someone else's code. Please use someone else's code. I think Andy is the leader. He's got almost like 300 referrals. There's really nothing to get after 105 referrals. So it's pointless. Use someone else's code. If you want to use my code, email me. I've been pushing out other people's codes. I haven't been putting my code in my videos for a little while now. I've been telling people use someone else's code, use my friend's code, other people that have helped out the channel. So if you're interested and you're still picking it up this week, email me. I'll give you someone's code to use that has helped out this channel. Stop using people's codes. So let's get to the question and answers. Well, I guess the questions, I'm giving you the answers. First question from Jordan on, what is this, Instagram, I think, or no, this is Twitter. Do you have any issues with your local service center like the other Tesla tubers? No. I have an awesome relationship with my service department. Yes, I do make videos. I am a YouTuber, so I guess I would get special treatment there. They all know me because I wear these when I go there because I'm usually filming something. And I make them look good because I have not had any bad issues there. I did have issue when I first bought Bob. The car still thought it was in Fremont. Mostly everything has been minor. Like today, they gave me a loaner car. And usually when you bring a Model 3 into the Charlotte Service Center, they don't give you a Tesla as a loaner car because they don't have enough of them out there. Or there's only 2 service centers in North Carolina. So they pull a lot of cars from a lot of different areas. So they really hold off those Model S's and Model X loaner cars for the people that are bringing in a Model S and Model X. I understand that completely. Those cars are expensive. I typically do get a loaner car like that when I bring in the Model S for service. So knowing that, they have nice cars for loaner cars. They gave me an Infiniti Q50. Not a bad car at all. I mean, it is gas. Better than calling me an Uber or sitting there waiting. And actually today would have been fine to wait because, you know, I made it all the way home and they call me instead of not calling. Here's what a lot of people complain about other places. The communication's not there. The top control arms that they're replacing, they order them and it's not going to be, they say it's not going to be there till Thursday. Well, that probably means Friday. And then that probably means I'm on the schedule for Saturday. So I would have that car until probably Monday or maybe late Saturday. That's not cool because I use this thing for videos and they kind of know I use it for videos. So They called me at 3 o'clock this afternoon and said, hey, they told me all this. And I said, well, I'll come pick the car up. Not a problem. We'll schedule it for next week sometime. Not a big deal. Thanks for calling. This service center is really on point. You know, sometimes there's miscommunications where someone thinks someone else is doing it. You're always going to have that in any company. I don't care what company it is. But for the most part, this Tesla service center is amazing. And usually when you hear something bad, it's not the norm. Usually the bad things get out there faster because people have a good experience. They usually don't say anything about it. But if you have a bad experience, that's when people talk. This is from Marco. Could you please show me in a video easy entry feature? Well, that's just walking up to the car and opening the door. I mean, it automatically happens with your phone, if you have an iPhone. I love pissing off the Android people. Some Android phones work, calm down. And if a CD player works in the USB port, yeah, it should work. A CD player should work in the CD, because an iPod works in there, thumb drive works in there, so a CD player should work. I don't think I have a CD player anymore that could work in there. Maybe I'll try a DVD player. I'll see if that works. I might do a video on that. Thanks for that. What other Model 3 projects do you have in the works? I can't tell you that because they're top secret. I don't want any of these other YouTubers to steal my ideas. Just like I don't want to steal someone else's idea. Eric the other day drove without his screen up there, and then he said, oh, maybe I could put a smaller screen there. Or David said I could put a smaller screen there. And dude, that'd be awesome. I would love to do that, but that's theirs. I'm not taking anybody's ideas. So I don't want to put those out there, but I do have one thing coming hopefully this Friday that's going to be kind of cool. It's in some high-end cars, so we're going to see if I can get it to work in this. And then next week, some performance stuff. Is there a solution to tint the rear glass? So this is tinting the glass, and it graduated from darker to medium. I don't think tint does that. I might be mistaken. I'm not a tint guy, but I do know a tint guy. If you're in the Charlotte area, check out Sun Stoppers. There's 9 locations. They can do that. They use Expel tint. It's really good tint. It stops all the heat from coming in the car. I have my whole roof done in this material. I even have the windshield done. It actually makes the car quieter, like considerably quieter. The tint already slows down. It's really dark. It's dark and then it gradually gets lighter. And I just went legal tint, and that's plenty dark. So I would just check with Sun Stoppers. I'll have a link down below for Sun Stoppers if you're in the Charlotte area. They do the PPF paint protection on the car as well. This one's from Patreon, from Gordon. Have you ever hooked up 2 Tesla wall connectors together on the same circuit? I have not done that, and I probably will do that once the Roadster's back there. I'll hook 2 together, and then they share the same network, or they share the same cable, basically, the same breaker. So I have a 60 amp breaker back there going to this wall connector here, which gives 48 amps to the Model 3 here. If I had another one, they would be sharing that 60 amp breaker. They both get 24 amps. Until one was pretty full charged and that dropped, it would give more to the other one. Kind of like at a supercharger, when you're sitting at A and B, you kind of share that same power. So it works the same way. I'll do that whenever the Roadster shows up. Is it possible to know how much money you pay per month? Well, my Netflix bill is $12. I'm just kidding. You know, the Model 3 is not a cheap car. You know, I think this was $55,000 or $56,000 brand new. I got it last year, so I got a $7,500 tax credit, but that comes off of your taxes, not off of the car. Typically, on average, for every $1,000 you borrow on a car, it's $20 a month. So it gives you a ballpark on what it is. So it depends on how much money you put down, and I did put some money down on the car. It kind of gives you a range. And that's for like 72 months, 66, 72 months, depending on the interest rate. Sorry if it's too personal, but what do you do for a job? This. How can you afford a Model S and a Model 3? I have a sugar mama. My wife, she has a very good job, and she is the breadwinner, and it allows me to do this kind of stuff. It allows me to have the wood shop that I had back there where I made furniture. This YouTube thing is doing more than what the furniture business was doing. I'm actually putting more effort into YouTube, finding more affiliates to deal with, to bring you guys good product. Help make me money as well. I've been fortunate enough because of everyone using my referral code that I won 2 Roadsters. So I am going to sell one. I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to sell one. It's pretty amazing that this YouTube thing it's pretty limitless. Can't say limitless because I'm doing just Tesla stuff. So I'm not like a Casey Neistat or anything like that. It is more, I'm not going to have those kind of numbers. Unless Rich rebuilds, I can start taking apart cars and maybe I'll get to his level. He just hit 400,000 subscribers, but he's doing something completely different. And that's kind of what you have to do on YouTube to stand out. Plus he's funny. Maybe we can work together sometime, Rich. Maybe we can do a what if. What if you actually got your Model X? I would love to see build an iPad holder. Yes, I know. I'm sorry on those these iPad holders on the thing. I made one mold. I screwed it up. I learned a lot from that. I am in the process of resanding that piece down because it kind of screwed up the piece. I'm ready to pour the second attempt at the mold. Probably this weekend I'm gonna pour the second mold, and I should have a working product soon. I am getting to them. I kind of lost all of December with Karen's surgery and all the complications with that. That's when I really hoped to have it done. Now I'm focusing on these videos of what I'm doing this week and gathering sponsors for the channel and really bringing a lot of great content to you. And that's what I've been doing in January. So really, once I get that going, I can spend some time on that, and I'm really hoping to get things done. I want to get that off my back too. Would you plan a road trip to Portland? Well, yeah, once I get the Roadster, I'm driving all over the country with it. A lot of these other YouTubers are going to be doing that in the beginning. And some of them will be doing it more often. Like Zach and Jesse said, they're going to go knock on everyone's door. I'm going to be driving all over, and I'm going to set up meets where I'm going to be at. I'm not driving to people's houses and stuff like that, but we're going to, kind of like you did all over the country, but that's where I plan on doing. I plan on going on rallies. I plan on showing everyone that these cars can keep up with everyone if we ever get these cars. Ham in life. All right. If there's a frunk size difference in the Model 3 and the all-wheel drive and the performance, no, all the frunks are the same size. There's actually a lot more room underneath. Like mine there's a bunch of room underneath because there's no motor up front there. They could have made a bigger bucket there. They didn't, and that makes sense because they want to, streamline everything, but all the frunks are the same size. Do the Performance Model 3 come with a performance upgrade package? Can you get the Aero wheels? All the Performance Model 3s come with a performance package, but if you really want the Aero wheels, I will buy new tires and I will trade you out. How about that? You buy the Performance Model 3, I'll swap out the brakes and the wheels for you. I'll put brand new tires on. Deal? No, you have to, it comes with the car, but you can easily sell those wheels for a couple grand or $2,500. A lot of people would want those. I probably have more questions. I just didn't get to them. I took those screenshots earlier in the day. I'm sure there's more questions on there. Maybe I'll answer those in comments down below. Let me know down below if you want me to do a year review in March. I have almost 15,000 miles on the car, and I'm sure a lot of you have a lot more miles. It's not a race, but I work from home and I still have 15,000 miles on the car, so that's pretty amazing. I have a lot of videos coming. I'm working on sponsorships, like I said, for the channel, and a lot of cool sponsorships, popular sponsorships. I want to bring you a lot of great content and a lot of DIY stuff. One thing I'm doing, it's right here actually. One thing I'm going to do this year, soon, I'm going to wrap my car myself on the channel. I'm going to go with this gray, this kind of lighter Nardo gray, but I'm actually going to do a matte, the matte gray. I'm not doing this shiny gray. I'm going to use this for something else on the car, maybe on the interior, but and show you the process of learning through this. Basically, I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos, so I'm kind of a professional at it now, even though I haven't done it. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with that. I have a lot of performance stuff that I'm gonna be doing along with the track video, going to the track there. Hopefully no one gets in an accident. Oh, that would make good video, wouldn't it? It's gonna be a great 2019. I hope you guys have a great 2019. Hopefully you got your Model 3. And if you haven't gotten your Model 3 yet, email me. Don't use my code. Email me and I'll give you someone's code to use. Help out the people that have helped out the channel, because there's a lot of people that help out this channel. There's a lot of people, all those Patreon people, a lot of people help out this channel to make it what it is right now. It's just gonna get better. It's just gonna keep getting better and better. And it's because of you guys. Stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.